I'm Elly. Today I'm going to read you a story, Lizzie Zipmouth, written by Jacqueline Wilson. 74 to the end. Are you ready? Yeah. Great-Grand didn't need any further help with taking teeth. For the first few days in hospital, she got her words jumbled up and didn't always make sense. But by the time she was ready to come home, she talked perfectly. She talked too much, telling the doctors and nurses what to do. They didn't always like it. Great-Grand didn't care. Sometimes she got very cross indeed and told them just what she thought of them. Can't you keep your grandmother under control? One of the nurse said to Sam. Sam rolled his eyes in a funny way to show this was completely impossible. He tricked asking Great-Grand not to be so rude. Great-Grand was very rude indeed to Sam. I couldn't help getting the giggles. I think you should try to be Granny Zipmouth, I said. Sam and Mom and Rolly and Jake and the nurses all gasped, but Great-Grand didn't get cross with me. You are a spiky girl, little Lizzie, she said. You take after me. She rocked. She's not my really great-grandmother, but she's definitely part of my family. She still tells me of sometimes thought. Now she's back in her flat. I don't really mind. It's because she gets tired out now as one of her legs doesn't work properly. She didn't like walking very, very slowly with a limp, but she can go very, very fast when she's outside because she now has an electric scooter to get her to the shops and back. Rory and Jake think Great-Grand's scooter is seriously cool. They keep being Great-Grand's
begging
Great-Grand to let them drive it, but she won't hear of it.
The scooter looks cool.
Yes. But guess what? When Sam takes me round to Great-Grand after school, Great-Grand and I sometimes go on the secret trips down the antique center to see if there are any more dolls. Great-Grand wants to buy some. Sometimes I Skype along beside Great-Grand. Sometimes I get to sit right on her lap and drive too. We bought a beautiful big China doll the other day. She's got a pink dress and a white pinafore with tiny pink embroidered roses on it. We gave her a tea party with Alice and Sophie and Charlotte and Edward and Clementine when we got her home. But she's not going to live in the trunk with them, said Great-Grand. We'll have to get your dad to build her a special shelf. My dad? Then I replied. She meant Sam. He's good at making shelves, I said. He's made special little shelves for all my mom's CDs. Gran snorted. She still isn't all that keen on my mom. Mom isn't all that keen on Great Gran. Come to that, it doesn't matter. I can like them both, and Rory and Jake, and even Sam sometimes. They all like me too, especially Great Gran. What are we going to call the new doll, Great Gran? I've got a good name for her. Rosebud. No, I've chosen her name already. I'm naming her after someone very special, said Great Gran. Who? You sound like an owl. Don't shout. Dear, first you creep and around and we can't get a speak out of you, and now you start shouting at the top of your voice. Calm down. I'm going to call the name Elizabeth. Elizabeth, I said. Hey, that's my name. Even thought everyone calls me Lizzie. Well, I never, said Great Gran, and her blue eyes gleamed. I gave her a great big grin. My mouth